So, since I'm playing music on my stream, which is probably copyrighted if I play this on YouTube, I'ma do and play it like this. I'ma watch a game of myself and basically talk about my thought process when what I was going through when I was playing the game. So other people can also understand what I was thinking at that point, and basically how I got from 0 experience in this game into Diamond 4 last week. And I don't know if you watch this, if you're gonna learn some things or two from the start. But maybe like I learned a lot of stuff from watching other streamers, like watching other like challenger players, basically people that are a lot of higher ranks than me. And because of that, like I started picking things up that they started doing, that they showed on the stream, and I was like, wait, I can get, if I can get like stuff like that in my game, I can probably do the same thing like other people can do, and actually play the game, maybe not on the same level as a challenger player because I'm too far behind the experience curve of other people, I guess, but still on a decent level where I can like I can still go up, right? Like I can still climb, and like I'm building a base of experience, like starting to understand metas, comms, knowing what's good and what's not good, like faster than other people, because I'm building that knowledge from other people, right? So, and I don't know, this might not be for you, but maybe I can, I don't know, this is just a thing that I want to test out, right? Like, I want to see if people like this, what I'm doing, or if they rather have like my in-game real thought process where I can like say I do this, and then think about it later, and like maybe if I did this that would have been better than that, right? But I can do this at the same time as well, because now I'm not playing, now I'm not thinking, because I'm thinking more clear right now. I'm not thinking in the action while I'm doing it, so I have a better like grasp of knowing what I should do and what I shouldn't do, really. I mean, this is just a generic start. Like I got 2 items, I got a Nico's help from creeps. I mean, not really doing much. I always go Vanguard if I can early. Here I was also like, I would love to get the Darius, I would love to get the Mordekaiser and the Caitlyn. More so the Caitlyn and the Mordekaiser because they were already a pair, and I already have a pair of poppies too. So yeah, I was thinking about doing that as like going for that pair to see if I could like get it, and I got both. I didn't got the Darius. I got the Darius actually. No, I didn't. I misclicked. That's my bad. No, but I got 3 pairs, which is pretty strong to be honest. Because if I even hit only the Caitlyn and the Poppy, that makes them like Caitlyn is a character that kills someone. She kills at least someone with the ult, right? But now I was like, maybe Mordekaiser is just stronger than Caitlyn because I have 2 Vanguard, and then I was like, nah, not really. So I was thinking a bit like, can I go at something else? Is Leona stronger? And in the end, I didn't thought Leona was stronger, and the sole reason because of that is she only tanks, right? And she only hits basic attacks. Mordekaiser has an ult that gives him a shield, which amplifies his health pool a bit more. For my Caitlyn to actually ramp up, so she gets the time to actually get an ult off, right? And that's why I think Mordekaiser is better. The health wise, also the ult does damage. Like his ult still does damage as well. So I think that's why I play Mordekaiser over Leona. But I don't sell the Leona for right now, but because if I hit a Fiora, I have a double Lucian pair, and I can still go for a Cyber Vanguard opener, which is also pretty strong because I have a red buff on my bench, right? Like I'm looking for that. I'm looking for like, can I get a Graves? Can I get a Fiora? So I can switch out the comp. Because I think Vanguard Sniper with a red buff is so much stronger than what I have right now. So yeah, and that's basically what I'm thinking right now. That's why I'm keeping the 2 Lucians. Otherwise, I think if I didn't have the red buff, I might have not kept the Lucian, because that's like 4 gold right there on my bench that I can like use to see. If I didn't like, I paid like I did this right. I've sold a Poppy because I didn't care about Poppy because I didn't have a pair of Poppies, but now I'm like, wait, I have Cybernetics. I have another Leona, which makes a pair as well. So I go Lucian, right? Always. Like, I always go Lucian, right? And then I was looking like, see, now I have Vanguard. Now I have Vanguard Cybers. The thing is only, like, this Vi early game is pretty strong. But, like, she's not as strong as Vanguard. So what I do is, people like to play Kha'Zix early, right? So I'm like, I just push all my units to the back, so my Lucian doesn't get fucked by infiltrators or something. That's why I did that, and also because Vi always is at that point. Vi is always going to ult the furthest unit away, which is most likely their carries, either Caitlyn or like Twisted Fate or something else, right? The shit that does damage early game. Yeah, besides that, it's not really like, there's not really much that I can say about. Like I'm level 4, I got 10 gold before Carousel. I'm in a good place. I'm in a good opener as well for BB, for fucking Cybernetics as well, for anything really. Like I can pivot into whatever I get really, because with the items that I'm having right now, Cybernetics is still viable, because Lucian is one of those, and Lucian has already the red buff on him, so I don't really need to like take the item off him to put it on somebody else. But if I'm going BB, I can also sell my Lucian whenever I find Jinx, put my red buff on Ezreal if I hit Ezreal at that point. And I'm keeping my other items for Jinx, what I'm building right now. Like I picked up a sword with the thought process of this could be either a Deathblade, a Giant Slayer. Like all these 3 items are so good. And then if I find a bow, that gives me the option to either go Hurricane with Deathblade then, or Last Whisper with IE. And if I find something else, like I only need one more item, which is defensive most of the times, either GA, Trapclaw or QSS. I think Trapclaw or QSS on Jinx is so much better. I don't like GA because a vest and a sword are both good items, and I want those for something else, right? Like if I find a vest and a bow and a sword now, I wouldn't really make a GA right now because I'm already having one sword, so that gives me Deathblade opener, and bow and cloak are not that contested for Hurricane, so I can get that easily. I should get that easily most of the times, to be honest. So I'm just here like, I got Vanguard, I got Sniper, I got Blast, I got Cybernetics, I'm fine. And now I'm like, wait, but my Lucian is still a level 1. And I was like, but I have Red Buff and Blaster and Vanguard and Cybernetic. So I'm like I should actually start winning right now, right? Like I'm so fucking strong. This early game opener is so strong. So I'm like, why if I just Nico my Lucian right now? Even though it's a wasted Nico in my opinion, because like later in the game I'm not keeping him, like I'm selling him, because obviously he's the item holder for Jinx. But I'm like, I can still Nico this and abuse this in a fact where I can still win streak. Like I'm not really like, I'm not gonna hit my items, or I'm not gonna like get perfect items on my carries, and that's fine. Cause like with Jinx right now, she has so many builds that you can go into that not having perfect items is so subjective, because like one person thinks Double Giant Slayer with Trapclaw is better than Last Whisper IE, but for somebody else, Deathblade with Hurricane might be the best build on Jinx, even if you're already building blasters, because most of the times you wouldn't build blasters on. You wouldn't build Hurricane on blasters because you already have those basic attacks, right? You would only go Hurricane if you go like Jinx with Rebels. So here I was like, now I have an IE, and I have another glove. So with the other glove, I can either make Last Whisperer, QSS, or Trapclaw, which are both good items. All three good items on Jinx. And then I was like, oh yeah, it's Super Dense Galaxy. I get the Force of Nature. I just put it on the Vive for now for the cybernetic buff. Also, you noticed when I was doing this, when I was going into this creep round, yeah, like I put all my units over here and then my Vi over here. The sole reason because of that was if I put my Vi over here, she would ult one of those two creeps over here at 2-6, right? But because I placed her here over here, she ulted actually the unit that everybody of my other units were fighting, and because of that she lost the aggro, and my two tanks, who at that point killed the creep over here, took aggro from these two. And it's just because otherwise these two creeps would like smash on my other units, and I didn't want that. That basically gave me some more time to just get the creep round over. Now I'm like, oh, I got a Malphite pair, okay, I got two Brawler now too. I'm really strong right now. I got a 3 win streak. I'm at level 5. I'm sad, right? I'm at this point I'm thinking like, okay, I'm going BB, right? Like, there's no way I'm not going BB. Even though I have Fiora, like I was thinking about, I can either go Cybernetics because I'm winning, and Cybernetics is good if you have a win streak. Or I can still go BB, and that's the reason why I keep the Gravesaw right now. But hitting an early Aurelia was actually like, I don't know. She was like, you wanna go Cybernetics, and I'm like, no. I was planning on BB, no, and Aurelia popped up and she's no, you go in Cybernetics. I'm like, nah. So here I find Blitzcrank, and I was like, I think I sell everything here. Because I also found Sona, and if I find Jinx, I have 3 Rebels as well, right? So I think I sell either Aurelia before or after the next carousel. But I'm not sure. It's from yesterday, this game, so I'm a bit sleepy as well still. I just woke up. So yeah, he was like, this Poppy player could actually like win from me because Poppy 3, even though she has no items, I didn't really have much damage other than Lucian with all of the items, right? So I was like, wait, I'm probably gonna lose this because I can't kill this Poppy if my Lucian doesn't focus her. But luckily, my Lucian did actually focus the Poppy instead of the other unit that he still had in the back of one of his carries, and that made me win another round and go into carousel with a win streak again. So I'm thinking I got IE, Bo would be good, but obviously Bo got taken as well. I was thinking about Yasuo as well because of the belt. That would give me Trapclaw, that would give me my defensive item on Jinx. But since I didn't got that either, I was like, I can get the sword. The sword could be still good for something. Or I can make Soraka, and I actually, yeah, I end up picking up. No, I didn't. Wait, I should have actually picked up Soraka here because that would have given me QSS. QSS would have actually not been bad either, because with the build that I was going for, QSS would have been better on my Jinx because Last Whisperer with IE and QSS is actually really strong. So I think that's a misplay in some sort, going for the Cho with the mana item on. Because the mana item I'm only using it for MF late game, and that's only if I hit MF, right? But him, like, yeah, I'm going BB, like I have 4 Brawler, there's no chance, there's no way I'm not going BB, right? So I sell everything. I found it, I was tempting on going Ziggs for Rebels, because of that, if I found a spatula somehow, I have a vest on my bench, like I could make a Rebel spat, and then I could make like GP as my Rebel, and with Ziggs then, instead of like, as Ziggs then for level 9 or something for Demolitionist, right? So I am just like, I'm win streak and I need to level. So yeah, I'm just focusing on leveling right now. I want to hit Jinx, so I need to go like 7 after creep round at 4-1. That's what I'm trying to do as I can, going 7 at 4-1, or even before creep round or pre-level until like so that you would hit level 7 after the creep round anyway. So I noticed here as well that that there is one other player with the same amount of health as me, also win streak, and I'm like, I'm wondering what he's playing. Like, I'm obviously not scouting as much as I should do, because I feel like I'm so strong I don't really have to. But I noticed that this other guy or girl was win streaking as well, so I'm like, and now I lost my win streak because I didn't scout, and this other guy, yeah, I was looking like, he's going cybernetics, he's going 5 cybers, he's already level 6. So I was like, I was kind of bummed because I lost this one, because I just didn't scout. Like, I didn't know where I had to put my units. And here I was like, I just smacking a double blitzcrank for why not? Double blitzcrank is actually pretty strong, because people like to put their units into both corners, right? One on the left side and one on the right side. So if I just pull both of them, they don't really have much damage other than the front line units that they play. So I'm like, another red buff, which is good for BB. I'm looking for Jinx as well right now. But I found Graves, I found Ezreal too, and I found Cho'Gath. So here I was thinking, I put the Cho'Gath in and sell the one with the mana item. Unfortunately, I found another Cho'Gath right off the bat. And I was like, if I kept my Cho'Gath, I would have a Cho 2 with Redemption or Frozen Hearts, which is not bad. Like, Redemption is actually really good. It's a sleeper item in my opinion, and definitely in the late game, if my Cho get one ult off and it gets blown up after that, that means my carries are still full health, or mostly full health, like at least healthy enough to maybe carry the game. So I was like, maybe I should have not done that, because that was a Cho 2 as well, and Cho 2 is actually kind of a pretty strong power up for my comp. And I was like looking at that guy, he lost his win streak, but I saw that he was playing GP as well. So yeah, I was like, I don't know. I was panicking a little bit, but at the same time, really it wasn't as hard, to be honest, because yeah, I was thinking like, why the fuck have I Sonar in? Why do I have a Sonar in my field if I do not have Jinx yet? So I took it out, placed my other Cho from the bench. But I was like, this other guy who was win streaking above me with the 83 health, he had a GP already, and I was like, I really need to find Jinx, because if he found GP before I found my carries, I think he just wins. So I was keeping that in mind. At the same time, I was still winning most of the times, because the only dude that I was losing to was the one with the 45 health, and then the guy who was win streaking, right? So I was like, I need to level, I need to find Jinx ASAP. So yeah, I'm just doing the trick. Got a Cho upgrade, which is nice. Cho 2 is really good. Just placing another Vi. Honestly, just let the Vi be in the right corner. Actually, I should have kept my Vi in the other corner, because my one Vi on the left side is already placed so that if there carries on the right side, she's gonna ult it eventually anyway. And if there was a Blitzcrank who would have pulled my other Vi would have also ulted that other carry, that carry on the right side, on the back corner of his. So I was like, that might actually be some sort of a misplay. Because I wasn't scouting, so I didn't know if there was a Blitzcrank in the game. Also, that's a demo spec kill. I was like, she stuns my entire team. If he found any demolitionist, really. So yeah, that's something I was keeping in mind as well. I was surprised that I was actually losing because against that guy as well. And he was like, if I get this MF, I get 4 blaster and then take out my illusion late game for what's it called, for Jinx. But so I was going for them. My intentional plan was going for the MF, but somehow I fucked up, which I sometimes do. Of course, I'm not perfect, and I picked up the Jhin with a rod. And at this point, I was like, "Fuck!" Like I think I actually fucked my game up. I had such a good chance for a good unit. And I actually like grieved myself a bit by picking up this Jhin. So I was like, I need to roll now because I need to find Jhin. I need to find Jinx. Otherwise, I think I'm just gonna lose. So I'm trying to like hit shit, and eventually I found MF instead of Jhin, instead of Jinx. And honestly, it's not really that bad. Because MF is also somebody you're going to play late game anyway. And I was like, I got a mana item, and I have a glove already, and a rod, eventually from the Jhin that I picked up. So I might just well make a dual gauntlet, because MF with dual gauntlet, if she gets level 2 and you can somehow fit Valkyrie in, she actually does a fuck ton of damage. She actually hurts like really hard. Like she can wipe people out so easily. She just needs a little bit of mana and a little bit of protection. I was watching again at the one dude who's been streaking above me, and I still saw he had GPs. So he was like, do I play GP though? Like, do I actually play GP? Because I think 2 strike is I don't think I can afford 2 strike. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just selling the GP. Fuck it. I'm still looking for Jinx. But I can't seem to find her right now. And at this point I was like, I just fucked up my eco. I'm level 7 and need to go level 8 after creep round. Because I need to hit Jinx, really. So I'm just looking to probably like level as soon as possible to level 8. That gives me a better chance of finding MF2 and Jinx 2. And luckily I hit the MF last time I rolled down, because if I didn't, I think I might have been in some sort of a pickle, to be honest. I picked up Kayle, Kai'Sa, I picked up, my bad. I picked up Kai'Sa because I was thinking like, if my carry right now are Lucian and MF, and if I can Valkyrie in at level 8, because I don't find Jinx, I can make MF my like number 1 carry. And even like looking at Kayle and Kai'Sa, and I'm like, I already picked up the Kai'Sa, but I sold her in the end anyway. So I think I'm not. I thought I was not going to do it. So here I got a sword. I got double sword. So I think I'm thinking here like this is a double. This is the death blade. I was thinking like double IE, but double IE is not as good as I wanted it to be. What I should have done, I made a death blade. I remembered I made the death blade. But what I should have done is made a GA and a Sojourn on my MF, I think. Because like I said, I'm not hitting I'm not hitting Jinx right now, so MF is my carry, right? So you want to make Sojourn and GA, I think, over Deathblade, Because like I'm having the Death Blade on my bench, I'm not using it, and that's what the problem is. Like I'm not using it. If I actually could use it in some way or another, it wouldn't have been that bad of an item. But now I'm still stuck with it on my bench, and I'm also not really. I'm still not focused on leveling, because I was like, I'm 65 health. I'm still like pretty healthy in the end, even though that one guy above me is win streaking. So yeah, I'm only looking at him, right, most of the times, because the thing is, you want to play, if you're already in top 4, you want to play for first, right? If you're not in top 4, you're in bottom 4, you want to play for top 4, and then, even if you know you're gonna hit top 4, then you can look to get like 3rd or 2nd. But I'm in 2nd place right now, so I'm playing to win, because I'm in a decent position to actually win the game. I just need to I just need to like put all my experience, all my gold into experience sooner or later, because people are spiking into the late game, and I basically already got my spike because I found MF. Like I'm not really gonna spike much harder if I find Jinx now. If I found a Jinx before I found my MF, and I found my MF after, that would have been a stronger spike than what I had right now. So I found Jinx eventually. I sold the Lucian, and my idea was to put the Deathblade on. Yeah, I was thinking about red buffing the Jinx, but at the same time I was like, nah, I can't do this because I have IE, and if I find a belt or a cloak or yeah, if I find a belt or a cloak, I can make my QSS or my Trap Claw. So this is just what I was thinking. I pulled nothing. No, I pulled the Velcos, but because my positioning from my Jinx was really bad, she wasn't really positioned next to my Blitzcrank. She wasn't really focusing the Velcos, so the Velcos was free casting in the back, and all of my other units were fighting the Malphite, who was level 3 with a fucking frozen heart. So, like, I couldn't really kill anybody. So my Jinx really didn't got the reset off. And he was like, huh, GP, or Sarath, or Decap. I was honestly going for Decap first because Decap on my MF would have given me such a hard spike that I think I just won the game. So luckily somebody else took it. Well, luckily for them, somebody else took it. I'm here like, huh, what do I pick up now? So I picked up a Zeke's because I want to power up my Jinx and my MF, who are my carries. So I think I grabbed the Zeke. I think I grabbed the Zeke's and I put it on my Azrael, but I'm not sure. It might also be on my Blitzcrank, to be honest. I'm not sure what I do, but I definitely went for level 8 right now. No, wait a second. I think I kept a kill. I think I actually kept a kill for Valkyrie. Oh no, never. Wait. Should I have kept kill? I thought I kept kill, but I didn't. Huh. As a matter of fact, I think I should have. I think Valkyrie right now would have been so much stronger. Because my MF is like a bit in the open right now, right? Like you want to have her get the Zeke's Herald buff, but the thing is that she's like just in the middle. Like she's open, she's not really getting protected much. Because the only protection she has is Ezreal on the left and then all of my other units on the right who are not focusing the one who are attacking her. So maybe I should have moved a little bit. Because I don't think this was the optimal positioning at all. Normally I would like put my Blitzcrank a little bit higher up, and my Jinx to the right, or like shove it almost to the right, but I don't have a defensive item, so I can't really do it. Because I was scared of getting blitzpooled, even though I didn't know if there was a Blitzcrank in the first place or not. So he was like, huh, Darkstar player. He hits Sarath. He has decent items on Jin. I don't recommend going Giant Slayer on Jin. I don't think that's a good item. And then I was mad a little bit because Cho ult, but at the same time my MF really got a fucking insane ult off. But unlucky for my Cho ult. If my Cho actually ulted like more the front line instead of the back line, like if he would have ulted the enemy back line, I would have probably won that. And here I'm just like, nice Morello, slam it on the MF that I have, it's fine. I already have double red buff. what's another anti-healing item, eh? So I just grab the Morello and I slam it on my MF. I saw somebody getting a rebel spat as well, and I was like, I would have loved that rebel spat for me, because I would have slammed that on my MF as well, so I didn't have to play Sona. That's normally what you do, I think. If you have a rebel spat and you go for BB, you slam it on your MF. So I'm here like, I just level to 9 and I find some Mystic. I was looking for Lulu because of the Darkstar player. But now I'm like, I just hit the Karma. Might as well just hit the Karma on it. And here I was positioning something else, but at the same time, like I should have not done that. Like if I wanted to do something like this, I should have kept my Azrael next to my Sona, because now I'm not using this the Zeke's Herald placement over here. Like nobody's using this, and honestly, that could have been for my Azrael. Like Azrael applies red buff, which is not bad. I think I lose this one because bad positioning. Yeah, I lost this one because I didn't optimize my Zeke's Herald potential. Here I'm like, oh, I need to MF, but I also need more waves because I already have one upgrade on my MF. If I can like make my MF a 2-star and give her more waves, I think I win. But I think I only bought the more waves, and then I just like, I just like rolled, I think. Even though I really shouldn't, because I was only looking for Lulu. I don't care about my Leona 2 or my Karma 2. Like, this was a perfect MF ult, and I still wasn't lucky. I think I still lost because Jin, but I'm not sure. Yeah, Jin one-shotted everyone there. Like I was pissed a bit at this point, but like I was like, I actually placed my units really decently, and I was like, I was losing. Like, what the fuck is going on? So now I'm scouting, like, where is fucking Blitzcrank? Like, I only need to scout for 3 people. I need to see where Blitzcrank is at, so I can actually put my MF in the corner, so I can optimize her ult radius as much as possible. So what I'm doing is I last minute pivot away from the Blitzcrank, so his Blitzcrank pulls my Blitzcrank, and my MF can actually like go diagonal with her ultimate, so she hits almost everyone. Also, he was also trying to Zephyr my MF who was standing over here, so luckily I noticed that as well, and I changed my positioning and actually gave me that win in that fight. I didn't take him out, but he's close to dying, so he's like really panicking right now, and I'm just chilling. He also lost as well, so this top 4 lobby got so close. Anyone could really win this at this point. Like, it was insane, honestly. So here I am. I want to pick up the Jinx because I want Trap Claw, so I can place my Jinx in the corner. But in the end, I think I didn't do it. Oh no, I did. Okay, yeah. Okay, no, it's good. It's good. So I can place my Jinx in the corner right now because of Trap Claw. So I shouldn't really be scared of Blitz pulling my Jinx. And then I just drop Azrael in the other corner. Now I'm just scouting to see who I'm going to fight most likely. I just fought him. I need to be scared of his Falcos. If he moves his Falcos, I need to move my MF. Because my MF needs to ult the Falcos ASAP. So here I'm like, I need to pivot. I need to move, but I fucked up my positioning because BOOMER APM. Also, like, I'm not using my Karma, I'm not using my Zeeks on my MF, but somehow I still won this fight. So that just means how strong MF is, right? Like, whenever she got that ult off, look at that ult. Oof. She hit everyone and everybody. And now I'm like, is this a W? I should win this, and unfortunately, the Darkstar player still lived. But yeah, at this point I was just like, I win this, right? It's a free W. So yeah, you can just expect me to win this game at this point if I just don't fuck up my positioning. Yeah, I'm still looking for Lulu, and I rolled past the Lulu, but I didn't find it. Also, I was still looking for MF2, but I couldn't find her for some reason. So I'm just looking like, last positioning was really good, so I do it but better, and actually apply Herald and Red Buff on Jinx and on my MF, and I use Karma for the shield on my Jinx too, and my MF got a fucking insane ult as well, killed the old backline, Jinx gets the reset off, and I gave him the GG. And that was basically it. So yeah, if you enjoyed this type of style that I do with the videos, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing the video, and we'll see each other in a bit. Goodbye.